what I'm doing, since he's got like a really, the tan, the skin's a little bit more, it's got more of a darker complexion. I just want to retrace the line just so I know where my perimeter is. So I'm playing it safe in here. So I know exactly where to go. Every time you go out in the sun, use like an SPF 40 or 50.
Okay.
It's definitely going to help protect against the rays, like long term.
Okay.
It's not something you would see immediately. It would take, you know, it could take some years before you even notice any softening.
Okay.
Personally, I like to use the needles, the 0.4s, and they're technically a 3-point micro needle. So I don't like using one-liner needles. Like, the reason why I like the 3-point micro needle is because it's like a bed of nails. If you have a single nail and your body goes on top of that nail, it's gonna go right through easy, like butter. When you got a 3-point micro needle and you're going through the scalp, there is a little bit of a resistance, so the nail's not going directly all the way through. So you can hit that dermis layer, you know what I mean? Because if you have a one-liner,
it almost slows it down.
It doesn't
go as deep.
Exactly.
Okay.
When you got a 3-point micro needle going through the skin, it's actually, in between the 3 points, there's a little spacings, micro space. So that's what's actually pushing the ink into the scalp is the middle of the 3-point micro needle. So it actually deposits the ink. That's why, you know, when I do the quick attack, you're putting tiny little dots in there because and you're able to go fast. With the one-liner, you can't get that accuracy and go quick with it.
And the ink, Jonathan, what type of ink is this?
So this is our personal brand of ink. It's called Inku, and it's this organic carbon ink. Contains no lead, no mercury, safe MRI. Back in the beginning with SMP, people were using real tattoo inks, which had, you know, the lead and the mercury in there, which would change colors sometimes, like green or blue tones to it. So there's a lot of advancements throughout the years, and this is definitely got over a 10-year track record. So it always stays true to color and never changes color.
Are those with magnifiers, Jonathan?
Yeah, these are slight magnifications on them. Yeah, I usually use these, especially like when I start doing the hairline.
Yeah.
So this is just a little bit of like a green soap. Let's put a little bit on there just to kind of clean the scalp off.
Do any of your clients need numbing?
I'd say 99% of our clients just kind of power through the treatment. There's no numbing needed, or there's no medications. And even the women clients that come in, like, they just go through it. I've had clients even sleep and say it felt like a massage.
Okay.
So everybody's different. Every case is different.
Yeah.
I want to replicate the hairs that he's got on the sides here. Even though he shaves against the grain, we got to keep the treatment really kind of tight density up here. And you don't want the ink to be too close together. As you can see, this is his third session, and we're just keeping it really subtle and real natural. We're not trying to draw attention to the whole head. So like anybody that sees him, once this is settled and healed, you just want people to think, oh, he has a nice full head of hair. You know, they're going to ask him, why do you shave it? So that's the whole concept we want. You don't want people to say, oh, he did something to his head. So that's one of the most important things that I do to try to keep it natural, is this the art of SMP. Throughout the years, I personally developed the method of breaking it up into 3 or 4 sessions and then using multiple different shades and colors.
So it's like more blended.
Yeah,
in a way.
Exactly. Yep. So that gives you that 3-dimensional contrast. I like comparing it to, like, you know, in the space, the stars in the sky. Some of them, the reason why the stars look 3-dimensional is because some stars are light, some are dark, some are medium. So it gives you that 3D contrast. It's the same concept with this. So this quick attack that I'm doing now is something I personally developed. And what this does, it's like a rattlesnake biting somebody. The quicker they attack, the smaller amount of venom. So you want small amounts of ink into the scalp. You don't want to put like big dots.
Instead of spending too much time in one location.
Yeah, exactly.
Brad, how does this feel for you? I mean, what do you experience?
I can go to sleep right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it just feels like not much of anything going on.
So there is a pattern that I'm using here, and with this pattern, you're able to do any part of the scalp. I could do the pattern over here and still connect it and still have that nice transition.
Right.
You want that. So technically, what you want is a seamlessness to the treatment. You want the areas where he's still bald, and where he has hair to kind of coincide together and gradually just blend in, so you don't see a seam.
Right.
That's the main thing, is having a seamlessness transition.
With the sessions, the way you do it, with the first session, you still cover the whole treatment area, and then you come back in with maybe like a darker tone, it seems, as opposed to just like working on one small part, one session, and then another part, or do you sometimes do that too?
For sessions,
Yeah.
I go through the whole scalp on the first session.
Got it, yeah.
Second session, we do the whole scalp again.
Right,
So
right. You don't break it down as like a specific region, like just
No.
frontal scalp and then
Nope.
crown or whatever. Yeah, okay.
We do it all in one shot, so you know the client's happy. He can go back to his regular life the next day, and
Yeah.
And there is a lot of clients that actually love the first session look, where it kind of has like a nice subtlety to it. So that's what's nice about doing it in sessions, is you're able to see the progress gradually increase. So even on this treatment, his 2 sessions, there's some clients that would actually love it just to keep it like that. But since he wants a darker look, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a personal preference. So that's why we always say 3 sessions for most clients. Need 3 sessions.